Yo, House Life YouTube, it's your boy Ricky, and I'm coming back at y'all with another video. So today I'm just going to tell you how to be promoted from a seasonal employee to a part-time employee. So this video is just about what I've done, because I was promoted from a seasonal to part-time, and I'm actually getting extra hours, which is cool. I'm getting like 30 hours now. Except when I was seasonal, I was getting like 15 to 20. So that's real nice to have. But let's get right into it. So first thing I got on my list is like get to know your coworkers. So the reason I say that is because if you work somewhere and you don't really know the people you're working with, or you're comfortable around them, then you're not really going to produce well, because you're going to feel uncomfortable around them. And it's also great to get to know new people, and they also can help you. The people that have been there longer, they can help you. They'll give you tips and tricks and how to do this and that. So it's always great to get to know your coworkers. I don't have these in any particular order. I just wrote down a list I have. So this isn't in any particular order, but getting to know your coworkers is great, so you can feel comfortable in the environment you're in. And if you have any questions, you'll be comfortable to ask. And it'll be a chill place to be at, because the people you work with can make a big difference in whether you like your job or not. So yeah, that's a great one. So next one is pretty straightforward. It's perform great customer service. So the reason I wrote this down is because customer service is really important. Even though it's really hard to show good customer service, because people like to be difficult, you're gonna have to try to be patient with the customers. It's gonna be tough, but you gotta be patient with the customers and try to handle situations in the most professional way. Because I know one time, one of my coworkers, there was a customer who came in who was getting aggressive, because my coworker actually bumped into him. So then old buddy that was the customer started getting all loud and stuff, and my coworker also started getting loud. So the manager told him that's not the best way to handle it, to keep things professional. He wasn't fired or anything. He just let him know that, because we have a policy about that. But great customer service is really important, because it shows that how much you like your customers, how much you help your customers, and that is a great look for the manager to see in you. So you should always perform great customer service no matter what. I know people are difficult, man. It's hard to deal with them. It's crazy. So you just got to do what you got to do. Try to be professional with everything, even if it goes south really quick. Just try to be professional. So next up, since I work at Nike, I have shoe knowledge. So the shoe knowledge is not become a shoe geek or anything, or learn all the releases, because where I work, you don't really need to know all the new releases. All you really need to know is the benefits of the different types of shoes. Like, what's the difference between a basketball shoe and a running shoe, or a running shoe between a training shoe, or a training shoe between a sportswear shoe. So it's just simple stuff. It seems like it's a lot to learn, but you easily learn over time. So it's a good, easy thing to learn. You can look up this stuff online. There's a lot of different articles and lists online, and you can start off there, because first I didn't really know the difference between a running and a training shoe, and the benefits a basketball shoe had over a running shoe besides ankle support, because that's really all I knew, and it was more durable, but that was it. But there's more to that than it is. So you should always you don't even have to study every day. You can look at a website 2 times a week and learn these shoes quick, or just talk to your coworkers. That goes back up to what I first said, get to know your coworkers. So once you get to know your coworkers, people who've been there longer, they're most likely have knowledge of the different shoes and the benefits they have, so you can have a good conversation with them, and they'll help tell you what's the difference between this and that. And also my managers, they also help us out with that a lot. Even though I've been there for about 5 months now, they still go over shoe knowledge and product knowledge. It's apparel and shoes and everything. So it's not even just shoe knowledge. It's just the knowledge that you have in the area you're working in. Like if you work somewhere else and you need to know shirts or something, I'm sure there's differences in between shirts, I'm sure there's differences in between shirts. So you just learn the differences between those, and then once that happens, the customers will see that we are actually knowledgeable of our product, and they can come here and ask questions about anything they have. We can actually help them find product that they don't know what to get, whether they should get a training shoe or a running shoe, or a support shoe, or a stability shoe, or just a cushioning shoe over a support shoe, and really get Air Max or a Lunar Epic or something. So knowledge of the product that you're selling is real important, because that really shows the customer that you know what you're doing, because I'm sure you've gone to places where you ask questions and you can tell that they have no idea what they're talking about. They just saying stuff and like reading stuff off the box. Like when I was at Walmart, that's what we did. That's what they told us to do. They're like, if you don't know, just read it right off the box, because that's what most people do anyway. At Walmart, at least, they tell us to read stuff off the box, which is not really the best, because a customer can do that all by themselves. They can easily just turn the box over, read everything for yourself, but it'll be a whole lot easier for the customer and also for you to know what you're talking about. So the next thing I have on my list is to ask questions when need to. This is like can tie into knowledge. Like if you have a question about something, you should ask. Don't try to do something on your own if you're not sure, because that way you can mess up like the production or the sales, or you can just mess up the product or whatever. You should always ask questions if you're not sure about something. I'm sure the managers wouldn't mind helping you, or your coworkers. If you have a question, you shouldn't shy away from asking questions, because if you don't ask questions, then you're not going to learn as quick as you will if you do ask questions. I mean, you will learn over time, but if you ask questions about things you're not sure about, you'll just learn things faster and quicker. That's what I did. Like back to like the knowledge, there were some shoes that I had no idea what the like benefits were, so I had to ask somebody who's been there for a while, and it helped me, and now I know like the differences between a shoe and stuff like that. So asking questions can be a big part, and that also shows the managers that you are willing to learn and get better at what you're doing, which will be an awesome look for you on yourself. At least that's what I believe, but that's just the stuff I've done. And there you go, just ask questions, because it can really help you in the near future. So this one is going to be pretty straightforward. That is listen to authority. Now I know some of y'all might hate that step because you don't like letting anybody tell you what to do. You think you can do everything on your own, but dude, you need to listen to authority. If you don't, that shows the managers that you don't care. You don't care about the production of the company. You don't care about what the manager or coworker has to say. You don't want to learn. You don't want to get better at anything. Because if you act like you don't care about anything anybody says, the manager's gonna be like, why did I hire you? Or I don't need them here, so it wouldn't be a loss for me to get rid of them when we're releasing all the seasonal people. And like being what was I about to say? Moving up to part-time is a competitive thing, because they said they hired about 40 to 50 seasonal people. I think it was a little less than that, but they hired about 40 to 50 seasonal people, and they were only keeping 12, and I was one of the 12. But listening to authority really helps out with that. That's what I do. I don't talk back much. I don't ask questions. Like when I say ask questions, I don't like question what the authority is telling me to do. Like, you know what I mean, like in a rude way, or being rude, or just acting like I don't care. I just listen to what they tell me to do. If they ask me to do something, I stop doing what I'm doing and I do what they ask me to do. If they ask me to do something after that, then I'll just do that. So it's always the best thing is to listen to authority. At least one of the best is to listen to authority. The other thing I have is always find something to do. So that's something big that my manager looks at. He doesn't want us standing around. He doesn't want us just standing talking to each other. I mean, we can when it's extremely slow, but he always wants us to do something. So that's like for any job. If it's like a slow day and there's like no customers, try to find something to do. If it's simply as picking up trash off the floor, or fixing the display of something, or making an aisle look neat or something. Always find something to do, because if you get caught standing around, and then that just tells the manager that you don't have a good work ethic. I mean, one of my coworkers told me that. He said, when you see us standing around, do not stand around with us, because the store manager will get on you. So when people started gathering around, I probably went there for about a few seconds or so, but I didn't stay there long. I went there, I say a couple words, and I go do my other stuff, do what I need to do, instead of just standing there. Because the people that huddle up, they've been there since the beginning, so the manager trusts them more than us. But that's understandable. But always find something to do. That shows the manager that you have a good work ethic. You wanna be here, or be at the place that you're at. You love the job. I mean, it doesn't really show that you love the job, but you want to help the company get better, and whenever they need to get better at. So you should always find something to do instead of just standing around doing nothing. So yeah, that's always a good thing to do. So this is about to be a really cliche one. This is go to work on time, arrive to work on time. I mean, I've always arrived to work on time. I always leave early to make sure I get there on time. So I think that was a good point that let the manager keep me, because I've been late one time and that was by like 3 minutes. So I'm sure the manager notices that, and when you start being late often, obviously the manager doesn't want to see that. He doesn't think you want to be there, doesn't think you care. But you should always do your best to try to arrive on time. If you do, try to arrive early. That's what I do, not like 20 minutes early. I say like 5 to 10 minutes early. That's what I usually do, because sometimes I leave out early just in case I get caught in traffic, because traffic can be crazy in between the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and sometimes 10 o'clock hour where I'm at. But always do your best to try to arrive on time. And if you know that you're going to be late due to like traffic, or you're trying to find parking on a busy day, call in, because that's what a lot of people did. I've never had to do that, but a lot of people do that. And the people that actually did that, I realized that they actually kept them. But the people who didn't inform that they were going to be late, like finding parking or in terrible traffic, they're not there. There may be a couple there, but they're really not there. So you should always do your best to try to get to work on time, like right on time, or just a tad early. Something else I have is call out when it's really necessary. So all the time that I've been here, I've only called out one time, because one time I woke up very sick and I just knew I could barely walk. I was having headaches. I was feeling dizzy. My vision was blurry. So call out when it's really necessary. I mean, if it's a simple cough, I guess you could still go in, but thing is, coughs can be contagious. Just be careful what you call out about. If it's something stupid like, I don't know, you hanging out with some friends, or you made plans with some friends, that's going to tell the manager that your job is not important to you, that you rather be out with your friends. Even though that's true, we all rather be out with our friends than go to work, but that just shows that you don't want to put in your best to get there. It just shows that you just try to figure out your way out of work. So that's not a good look. The managers will definitely notice that, and I've only called out once, like I said before, because I was really sick. So I think that's a good plan. I mean, it's pretty cliche, but hey. Another thing I have is always give 100%. That's almost like listening to authority. If you always give your best, the managers will notice that. Like me, I've always given my best. When I first got started, I wasn't giving my best. The managers actually realized that, because I overheard them. They were talking about different employees, how they're working, and they said that my name came up, and one of the managers said, yeah, I'm not all that impressed. So I was like, wow, that actually hit me. I was like, dang, I'm not doing the work like I need to do, so I need to step it up. So once I heard that, I started giving 100%. I started doing exactly everything that the manager told me. I didn't like ease my way out. I didn't shortcut through things I had to do. Like, part of the job is you have to sort out the shoes in the aisles. If I'm given an aisle, I sort out all the shoes, because that shows that I'm willing to do what you need me to do. I'm willing to do this because it makes the company look good. I'm willing to do this because it's what I'm supposed to do. But like I said at the beginning, I didn't really give my best when I first got started. Yeah, I was a little nervous, but I should have done a lot better, because when I was like doing aisle, I didn't really switch the shoes around in the size where that needed to be. I didn't get the proper amount of signups I needed to be. I didn't get the proper amount of online orders I needed to get. But after I heard that really hit me, and I was like, dang, I really need to step it up. So that actually motivated me to step up, and ever since then I've given my best, and the managers actually realized that. Like, the manager actually gave me a shout out for doing that. So that's always a good thing, to give your best 100%, 110%, because I've always grew up on that. So always give your best, give 100, 110, 120%, and the managers will notice that. So the last thing I have on my list, I realize this is going on 15 minutes. The last thing I have is communication. So this kind of falls under like call out when it's necessary and arrive to work on time. But like where I work at, what we need to do, we need to communicate with each other, because like when we need to shoot from the back, like in the storage area, we need a call to the back. We can't walk back there. Our managers hate when we do that. They don't want us doing that. Also, we need to communicate with everybody when we're going on our breaks, our lunches, and if we're leaving early, or if you're running to the restroom so somebody could cover you, or if you're helping another customer in another section that you're not supposed to be in. Communication is a really crucial part of giving an impression on a manager, like the hiring manager or whatever. It gives a really good impression that I said this a lot, but it shows that you want the company to be at its best. Because if people are just all over the place, some people are not there, but a lot of people are here, it just makes everything look all out of order and uncategorized. So when you communicate with everybody, everything stays categorized. Everything stays in order. That sounds better. Categorized. What the world? Everything stays in order and everything runs smoothly. Without communication, everything is just terrible. It's chaos, and we've noticed that, especially like on busy days when there's no communication. It's like a hurricane hit the store or something. It's crazy, but yeah, there's that. So if you made it this far, say oh dang, I need y'all something to say, because I don't know how many people are watching it this long. Say I love my job. Even if you don't, say I love my job or I hate my job, whatever one you like. If you like your job, say you like it. If you don't like it, say you don't like it. I don't know, just need something to say, so I know that people are making it this far. So I need to make my video shorter. They've been really long. I made like a 20-minute video not too long ago, but I know they've been really long. But anyways, that's what I got for y'all. So hope y'all take that in consideration. Hope it helps y'all a little. It's probably not the best help in the world. This is all one shot. I'm not re-saying anything. I'm not doing all that yet, but when I get to like 1,000 subscribers, then maybe I'll start doing that. But anyways, hope y'all found the video helpful. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Oh, also ask any questions that you have. I'll do my best to reply within 24 hours. I think I've been doing a great job at that, so I'll catch y'all later.
A young pharaoh, bad to the marrow, sniping any target, shoot straight, no arrow. Young sensei, I do what my pen say. In 1999, a king was born on the 12th day. Young prophet, failure never an option. Slackers is mad at me, go take off whenever they offset. It's so Quavo, I'm always steady chillin'. The flow so infectious, it cannot be cured with penicillin.